What's up guys, Smej here and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at my 1 year transformation in the gym. Something to mention before I get into the video is that I have done some lifting before I had a gym membership. I started to build my home gym beforehand because I just had too much anxiety of going to the gym. I just really didn't like my body. I'm gonna be totally honest, and you'll see kind of why in a second. Now, of course, some people are going to agree with me, like, yeah, bro, you're kind of skinny, and some people are gonna probably going to deny that. They're gonna be like, hey, you don't look that bad. But either way, in my personal opinion, before I even touched weights, it was bad. I only have a few pictures beforehand. But there is one specific photo that I just look like a spider. Like, I'm opening a present and my arms and my shoulders, everything about me, it's crazy. I'm looking at it on my second monitor right now. It's just wild. So let's just get into it and you guys can experience this together. And we can look at my progress that I've made over the span of a year of going to the gym, owning a gym membership for 1 full year. And that was on April 4th of 2024. So that was just a few days ago that it happened. I originally got my membership on April 4th of 2023. I almost said 2022. So yeah, let's hop right into it. Let's look at the skinny kid. That was me. About a year ago. All right, so this first picture over here on my left, you're right at the screen for you guys, is a picture before I had home gym and I went to the gym clearly. So this is the picture I was talking about in the beginning, was that I'm opening a present and I look like a spider because of how skinny my entire body is. I've always been a skinny kid. I don't exactly know what year this is taken from, because this is like maybe a year or two before, maybe even younger. Maybe I was still in school at that point. I mean, like high school. But still, this is something to look at and go, wow. Because I don't look like that anymore. I never really ate as a kid, and that was kind of my issue. You can clearly see that I do have some muscle definition. They're all right. Like, you can see that I clearly have front delts. I've worked out my biceps a little bit. Triceps don't exist. I think it's crazy. I really think it's crazy to look at and just, and I guess admire in such a strange way, because I've come such a long way, and at least I know that from this point. But let's move on to the next picture, where I do actually have a home gym now. So this picture, I have a squat rack behind me that was also a bench rack. You could use it for both. I just got it at Walmart, and I also got a really cheap barbell that was a 3-piece. It was awful, and it bent like with one plate on it. So, and I don't mean like, oh yeah, it like would bend when I would do the motions. No, like it just straight up was permanently bent because it was a 3-piece. Now, shortly after the second, or the day that it bent, I bought a new one. So don't freak out on me. But you can see here that like I did start to take training, pretty like, I guess, seriously. Because you can see now that I look more put together. I don't know how to explain it. Like, you can see that I have abs. My arms have gotten a tiny bit bigger. Same with shoulders. Like, just all around, I'm looking okay. You can see here that I did have some lifting going on, and that is with a pump. And I was pretty proud of myself. Don't mind the emoji up in the top left though, because it's on Instagram. All these you can find on my Instagram at cj.smej. So, I'm proud that the transformation from that point to this picture, to this point, whenever this was taken last year, I think this was sometime in October of 2023. Maybe this was 2022. No, yeah, because I had my gym membership in 2020. Yeah, so this was in 2022. Pre-gym. This was in October. So, yeah, there's nothing really to call out here except for you can tell that I have picked up weights here and there. And that's when my shoes were super new, so that's cool. On to the next picture. All right, so in this picture, you can see that it's still the same thing, because I think this was taken days after that one we just looked at. But this was after a lat pull down session. No, sorry, not lat pull down. This was after a pull up session. I would do chin ups, pull ups. I still have it. It's a pull up bar that I just put in my doorway, hooks on, and I just go. I used to spam that a lot because I thought having a big back was really cool, and I still really do. Like, I work out my back a lot. You can see that I guess I'm starting to develop it. Like, you can see just like the foundation's there. Do I have a big back at this point? Not at all. I'm not claiming that at all. But again, you can see that I am still skinny, and I'm just, lifting weights, mainly using my body weight a lot for a lot of my exercises, just because I wanted to be safe, and I was just inexperienced, really. Oh, one thing to mention, that very first picture that we looked at, I was about 100 pounds flat, if not less than that. And these pictures, I'm barely 10, maybe barely 20 more pounds, if even that. So around this point, I'm in the ballpark of 110 to 120 max, pre-gym. So again, I'm still really lightweight. Like, I've only gained 20 pounds, I think, from around that time. I'm 140 pounds. But man, still, I think it's crazy that that's like another 20 pounds added, and it's of lean muscle. It's good weight. It's not bulk or anything like that. So, and you'll see that here and later in the video. So let's move on to the next one, and this next one is a leg flex. I also had a bench that was a combination of different things. So it was just a normal bench, but also it was a breacher curl, and it was a leg extension and leg curls. Yes. So I would use that bench for a lot of almost everything. I mean, I think I got a pretty good pump there. My calves are small, and they still kind of are small to this day. Way bigger than those, though, in my opinion, from that day. Or at least more muscular. I don't really know. But my quads started to get kind of their size at this point. But yeah, no, not to say I have big legs in this picture at all. But they're still pretty skinny. But they're way better than what they were beforehand. I wish I had a picture of that, but there was no way you were catching me with that, because that was my number one anxiety. So let's move on to the next one. So here is the very first day in the gym. Now, don't mind my goofy face that I'm making. I'm always like that. I'm really glad I took this picture because I felt strong. I felt great. I got out of my comfort bubble, like my comfort zone, out of my bubble, and I just hit the gym pretty hard with one of my friends named Connor. This is when I think I was approaching 130-ish, kind of, because again, it's still the start of the gym. Not really heavy lifting. It's just more pushing the weight around until I can get used to the motions. But yeah, my arms are decently sized, but again, this is in a compression shirt, and as you can see, my lats, I didn't know how to flex my lats, or if I even had lats at this point flexing. So kind of just looks like I don't have a back, and I only hit arm day. Yep. So let's I think we got, that's all of them. Yeah, so that's the entirety of pre-gym. that, like, except for this last photo that we're looking at right now. Again, I want to reiterate, I am proud of myself. Now, I don't have a big ego about it, like, I'm better than you, blah, whatever. But I'm still really happy to see that I have these pictures, because if I didn't, I think I would have probably given up, honestly, and thought, well, I don't see any change, and man, there's no point. It's just a waste of energy. But I'm really glad I have, because I'm able to look back at this and say, hey, I did it. Now we're going to take a look at the other pictures that I have that are more current day, like of this week. So first off, we're going to look at my legs. Now, my legs aren't super huge still, but you can definitely tell that they're like more muscular. I am a lot happier with the way that my legs look now than they were before. I had a pretty good pump in this picture, and my legs are decently strong, and I train my legs pretty hard. Not super frequently, but I do train them decently hard. And what I mean decently is like literally I'm lightheaded and I'm about to puke every time I do a set on the leg press, or I'm dizzy after leg extensions. Leg curls, man, those suck. Those hurt so bad that I can't walk for the next few days. So should my legs be a little bit bigger? Yes, I would love to have bigger legs, and that's kind of just my fault for not training them as frequently. Maybe I should go a little bit, like less hard on them on the day or days that I do them, because typically, like max, it's like 2 days a week that I do them, if that. But there's like a guaranteed 1 day because you still got to hit leg day. So moving on to the next photo, we're going to look at my back muscles. So here, I'm pretty proud of my back. I've worked out my back a lot because I think it just gives you some kind of like power presence, almost kind of like how your shoulders do. Like it helps you look way wider, and especially like from the back, seeing just all the muscles, I think it's amazing. I'm again really proud of what I've become. Now, is this the most impressive back you've ever seen? No, not at all. But for what I was, I'm proud of it. I'm super proud of it. So now that we're done looking at that one, we're gonna move on. This one, I have never posed like this, but man, I thought I looked good. My front delt is super pumped, and I feel like that's one of the actual lacking muscles on me is my front delts. So when I saw that, I was like, wow, that looks amazing. The tattoo looks amazing. My arms look amazing. I'm proud of that. And I'm mean mugging the hell out of the camera. So that was my most recent photos, guys, of this year. So, you can comment down below what you think. Please be nice about it. If there's any muscles you think that I need to focus on more, like such as legs or traps, which those ones I feel like in my head I need to focus on more on. Same with my front delts, because I feel like I don't do exercises enough for them to really get them going, especially front delts, because they're just more a part of the compound lifts. But yeah, if you have any critiques on my body, go ahead and leave them down in the comments below. I would appreciate it. And if not, don't worry about it. Leave some kind of comment down below if you want to interact with the video and help this video get out there in the algorithm. Personally, I'm really proud of myself, and that's my 1 year transformation. I weigh at like 140 pounds, like flat right now. So I'm pretty proud. Again, I'll keep saying that. I know it's getting probably annoying. If you're wanting to know what my bench PR as of the moment, it is 205. Now that was tested a month or two ago. I think it was definitely over 2 months ago. I'll have to figure that out. But I'm probably stronger by now. But that is what I know it to be. I don't know really my max squat, to be totally honest. I do know that my max leg press is like 660. I'm not trying to like flex here or anything like that, just in case you guys are wondering for what my tiny body can really handle. That's my stats, you know, that's my stats. And I go almost every single day. I usually have 1, maybe 2, that's really rare, rest days. I really appreciate it, guys, if you made it this far in the video. Again, comment down below what you think. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching, and I guess I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.